Hi, this is Brandon Smiley from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about the exercise, the Gorilla Alternating Kettlebell Row. This is a great exercise option, looking at building the upper back strength, being a good quality wide stance, looking like an athletic-based position, but also getting some rotation involved as we alternate arms that we're going to use, which can be great in terms of restoring range of motion in the upper back and some thoracic mobility, but also developing some trunk strength and overall just moving more athletically. What you're going to need are 2 kettlebells and just a little bit of space. My suggestion would be make sure you know how to row relatively well, hinge relatively well before doing an exercise like this, and I think you'll find that it's going to help you check all these bullet points in terms of how being able to coach it and be able to do it correctly. So start off with our feet wider than hip width. I would say a wide stance squat, give or take, maybe even a sumo stance. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have the kettlebells a little bit in front of us. And really we want to focus on being able to push our hips back. Hands are going to go on the kettlebells. And we're going to kind of look like a gorilla or from like Donkey Kong. So we're going to push back. We're in a quality position here. I almost kind of feel like I'm about to hike a football as well. But we're in this position. Hips are back and loaded. Okay? Since we're alternating, we're going to start with one arm, and then we're just going to basically go back and forth in terms of how we do this. To find a good position, again, I talked about being out by kind of by the toes, but also pushing into the kettlebells. That's going to make sure you're good and parallel, and that you're able to reach here as well. Then we're just going to alternate and go back and forth. Just like that. Super simple, not overcomplicated, but also feels really good around the upper back. My suggestion if you're going to do an exercise like this, 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps per side is plenty. The alternating fashion is going to make it feel really good in the upper back like we said, but also just keep in mind you're bent over, so when you're doing it, don't stay down there forever. Just make sure you're getting some good quality rows and going back and forth, trying to stay good and fluid and consistent throughout. This also looks good for MMA populations. I think anybody that MMA, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, any kind of grappling, anything like that in terms of being very physical, in terms of mat time and things like that, this exercise lends well because we're in a good quality athletic based position, but we're also going to have to work on basically working on unilateral arm strength, some grip strength, rowing, obviously maintaining that bent over position if like you're in on a single leg or something. All of that, this can be great for that population as well. So you can really find this really to fit a lot of populations. The thoracic piece in terms of rotating makes it even good for overhead athletes that need to be able to rotate and be able to store some rotation and some turning in some people's lives that are really stiff. Someone like me, it can really help open that backside up while also building some quality muscle. So again, I think it's a good quality full body exercise. I think it's better than the bent over dumbbell row or barbell row by far. You're a little more honest in your position. You get more movement capability out of it. You still build some lower back and upper back strength, and really there's nothing really to go wrong with it as long as your athlete can understand the exercise and move relatively well. So if you got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.